Dead by Daylight is a fantastic game. 1 killer, 4 survivors. For the 7 months that I've had Dead by Daylight, I've only played Survivor. Until recently, turns out, survivors are just a bunch of pansies. And I've got a bone to pick. So, if you know nothing about Dead by Daylight, here's the rundown. You spawn on a map as killer or survivor with 4 teammates. The goal as survivor is to repair 5 generators to power the 2 gates and escape, while the killer hunts you and tries to down you and throw you on hooks, spread it across the map. Survivors can take 1 hit, putting them into an injured state, 1 more hit, and you're down. The killer has to hook you 3 times in order to kill you, assuming your teammates save you before you bleed out. If your teammates die before the gens are done, you have the option to escape from the hatch that spawns randomly on each map. You have 4 perks, items, offerings, and add-ons for those items to help you kill the survivors or escape the killer. You're welcome. You're all caught up. Now play it. 10 out of 10. Anyway, I've been playing Dead by Daylight for about 7 months now. I only played Survivor with my woman and some friends until recently. I started playing Killer while my woman goes to work. First off, Killer is fun as hell, and survivors don't like that. Shit number 1! This is like actually all of the shit. There's no more shits. Survivors are some salty, entitled, crybaby, pusillanimous bitches. If you use a certain perk or specific killer, or they believe you're tunneling, proxy guarding, or slugging. Tunneling is when you focus on killing one specific player to get them out of the game as fast as possible by any means necessary. Proxy guarding is when you stay close to a hook to make sure they don't get saved off of the hook or lure the survivors to try and knock them down too. Slugging is knocking down multiple survivors without hooking them. I rarely ever saw killers complain. You might get a killer who trolls you a little bit, but that's okay, that's gaming. One match, I played as killer. I killed 3 survivors and shut the hatch, forcing the remaining survivor to use one of the gates. I had no idea where the survivor was, but I knew in order for him to win, he had to open one of the 2 gates. So, I walked back and forth between the 2 gates, checking to see which one they were going to open, so I could nab him. Then I got accused of proxy guarding, blah, blah, blah. Like, what do you expect me to do? Wander the other side of the map so then you have enough time to open the gates and escape? Yes. Bitch, I'm trying to win too, dumbass. But not only that, proxy camping is when the killer doesn't immediately fuck off after hooking a survivor. Honestly, if you take your salty ass to the in-game chat to be a little entitled bitch, get good or uninstall and fuck off. I've also been accused of tunneling. Personally, I don't find the benefit of doing this. Focusing on one single player oftentimes throws the game. While you focus on one player, the other 3 are doing generators. You might secure 1 kill, but most of the time you'll just lose. But most people who accuse me of tunneling are just bad at the game. Bitch, I follow scratch marks, which I believe to get me the quickest kill, and time is everything. And if you just so happen to be the unlucky fucker that I hook, again, get good. Or uninstall and fuck off. A few matches I got called a shit killer, scum, bitch killer, legion scum, because I used the perk NOED, which is short for No One Escapes Death, which this perk, when the exit gates are powered, a dull totem is hexed, which exposes the survivors, letting you down them in a single hit. Now that I'm a little more experienced, I know that it's kind of a bad perk, relying on the survivors to finish gens to use it, but still, really? This butthurt over a perk? Again, and for the last time, get good or uninstall and fuck off. Bitch! I'll let you